Hey folks, look at this, my VFR's in parts again. How surprising. You'd never expect me to be pulling my VFR apart, would you? Anyway, this is a video about getting your throttle bodies off. Nice and simple. Simpler than you think. Obviously you need to get the tank up, preferably off if you want, but you don't need to get the tank off. Then get your airbox off. The next thing you'll need is a long piece of wood. As you can see, this is about, I guess, a metre long for leverage. And the other thing is a very long Phillips head screwdriver. And the reason you want this is to get the upper throttle body bolts off. And you do that, obviously I can't do it right now because my coolant bottle's in the way. I'll take that off next part of the video. But this goes in here, see it going all the way in? It goes all the way in. And from this one point you can reach all of the upper screws in your throttle body boots. See this? Front and back. Nice and simple. Now these screws look a lot like this. This is a lower one. Now what you'll notice is there's a hole in the back of this. And what this does is that these grab onto the boot. So there's a little lump in the boot on the throttle body, which this hooks over, which basically means you can put your screwdriver on this. Let me do that out of the sun here, and you can push really hard on it without the thing slipping and rotating around the throttle body. Handy to have that, otherwise you'd push to actually really hard to get that screw out, and you just rotate the boot, rotate the actual strap there. But thankfully with that notch it doesn't happen. Anyway, I'm going to do it for you, but just to give you an overview, once you get those loosened off, you take your 2x4, not 2x4, you take your small piece of, this is actually decking pine, and you put it in here. Right now my pair valve system is in the way, but you put it in there, and you get behind the throttle body here. Let me see if I can get a picture of that for you. You get behind the throttle body there, you see that? And you're wedging between the throttle body and the rear head. And with this lever, boom, it'll pop right off. Nice and simple. Anyway, so the next part of the video I'll actually do it. Okay, so here we are, about to take the throttle bodies off. First thing I did, take off the coolant bottle. 2 bolts, 10mm, nice and easy. Now that we've done that, we can get our nice long screwdriver down there into the holes to get the throttle body bolts off. Now, without scratching my tank. So take actually you need more light than that, don't you? Well, let's see if you can see it. So here's our screwdriver. Push it in here, all the way through. You can see that. There's the first one in there. Second one I've already loosened at the far back. Third one is down, I don't know if you can see that there, down in there. With my long screwdriver. Turning away nice and loose, and the last one's over here. You probably can't see that either, but you can see my tip of my screwdriver in there. About to get the head of it, and nice. If your screwdriver pushes out of the tip of the screw, just push a bit, just push on it, you know, I'm pushing on it, so that you don't torque out of the Phillips head on the screw. Right, so they're all loose. So let's get my lever bar and get in there. Oop. There we go. Pop. That's it. Now that the rear's off, you just got to wiggle it, and the front will come too. I'm one hand short here, so it's a bit hard, but trust me, once you pop the rears off, as you can see them, hang on, nice and loose there, the fronts will come off as well. Just got to give a bit of a tug. Yoicks! It'll come off, trust me. I probably need 2 hands to do it. Anyway, that's pretty much basically how you do it, but I'll cut back and show you where to put the throttle bodies once they're... Alright, now that our throttle cables are off, The last thing to do to get this off completely is obviously you need to remove your electric plugs here, which is the main grey one. That's the only one you need to remove. But you do also need to remove the coolant hoses from the back of the fast idle unit. I believe they're a 6.5mm, or you can just use a flat head or even a Phillips head, as you can see by that. Once you've got those off nice and careful, the whole thing will actually just lever out. And then what you do is get a chair or something about the same height as the bike on this side, and you can lift out the entire throttle assembly with the fuel rail pipes connected and sit the throttle body over here to the side of the bike. So you don't need to actually worry about disconnecting your high pressure fuel hoses. Unless of course you want the throttle body off completely. I'm assuming you just want to do this for a thermostat service. Anyway, that's basically it. Once it's off, getting to the thermostat hose down beneath is, basically easy. This is really the hard part. So, there you go.